Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Em. Today we're going to be talking about entering your growth era. You know, there just kind of comes a time in your life where you get fed up with the way that you've been living. Like, all of life is a constant up and down. But the crazy thing about it that you have to see, as humans, we are all of our bad experiences, our traumas, our bad relationships, our fears, our failures. All these things are what really create us. Like, you can go through crazy things like losing somebody you love, or being abused or neglected, betrayal, abandonment, fear, trauma, and years down the line you're gonna look back and you can pull at least one thing you learned from each experience. Like, could you look at anything that you've been through that hurt you and say to yourself, I didn't learn anything? Not one little thing. I didn't get nothing was learned from that. I have lost my father from a young age. I have lost friends, been through bad relationships. I was born in an abusive home, and as much as like I wish certain things didn't happen to me, I can always look back and always say, yes, I learned this from this. I learned this from that. Growing up being neglected, I learned how to take care of myself. I learned how to be strong. Every bad or abusive relationship I was ever in, I learned something. You might have been finding yourself living a life where you're not true to yourself, you're not happy, you're not really in the moment, and that's what I've been struggling with. I have lived in dissociation for a while now. I've always struggled with it since I was a kid, but it was for the most part okay. But after leaving a relationship where I literally like got over it in the relationship, and by getting over it I mean I made myself numb. Like, I numbed my heart. When I got out of that relationship, I stayed like that. I couldn't fix it, and I lived in dissociation for like months, almost a year, to the worst extent I've ever lived. And it was like I felt like a ghost. I was living literally as a shell. I wasn't present in the moment ever, and each day would go by, and it's like I couldn't remember anything. Like, I couldn't remember what happened the day before, and it damaged me like to my core to live like that, because I was turning into somebody that I didn't really like. I was doing things that I would never have done before, or I lost some people in my life because they didn't want to put up with my dissociation anymore. And I understand that. Nobody wants to be friends with that person, and I was that person, and I lost people because of it. All that I can do is pick myself up and grow and be better. I got so fed up with living in my mediocrity. I wanted to grow. I wanted to enter my growth era so bad, but I wasn't ready. When you're low and you're at rock bottom, it can be so hard to see a future, to see things getting better. As humans, we're so like blind. Like, we just see the moment, we just see where we're at. We don't realize like the bigger picture, and it's gonna take time for you to look back and see what the bigger picture was, to see what the lesson was. So there's gonna come a time when you have been on that path for so long and you're so disconnected from yourself. It's exhausting. When you're not true to your core, when you're not who you really are for an extended period of time, it's very draining. The people around you are gonna start to notice it. The people around me started to notice it. I had friends come up to me and say, Emma, like, I feel like you lost your spark, like you're not the same right now. They would say that I wasn't laughing the way that I used to laugh. They would say that I was withdrawing from them. There's gonna come a time where you're fed up, where you can't live like this anymore. And if I don't change, then things are not going to get better. I had to change for my survival, to move forward. The thing about entering your growth era is that nobody can do it for you. People can be there to support you. People can be there to give you tools to help you, resources to help you. They can give you opportunities to help you. But at the end of the day, you have to choose to do it. You have to put in the work. If you want to lose weight, nobody can sit there and do it for you. You're gonna have to put in the hours in the gym, and you're gonna have to watch what you're eating to eat healthy. You're gonna have to put in the work, and you're gonna have to suffer for it until you get the end result. People could give you knowledge or tools or bring you to the gym, but you're the one who's gonna have to sit there and feel the pressure and feel the pain, feel the burn. You're the one. It's the same way with your mental health and with your life in general. Nobody can solve your problems for you. Have you ever had somebody that you loved so much and they were stuck in this rut, in a toxic relationship, addicted to a substance, going through this hard mental place and you wanted to fix them or change them so bad, and you would give everything, you would try and try and try, but you couldn't do it. At the end of the day, you could try as much as you could try, but you knew that it was them who would have to make that change. When you're finally fed up with your mediocrity and you're ready to step into the new chapter of your life, a new chapter where you can completely change and you're ready for it, then you can start. If I'm the same person in 10 years that I am right now, I have failed. Even though I'm proud of the person that I'm becoming now, if this is still me in 10 years, I have failed. I don't want to be me now in 10 years. I want to be better. It's up to you how you evolve. Are you going to get better or are you going to get worse? Are you going to grow up and live the life that all the adults in your childhood who hurt you lived? Like, for me, am I going to grow up to be like my parents who neglected me and hurt me? Because I could. That's all I know. So it would be the easy road for me to revert into that as an adult. But no, I'm going to take the proper steps to work on my mental health and process my trauma so that my children never have to go through that. So that my children can feel loved every single day and know that they are safe. When you're looking at these two roads of growth, one's going to be easy and one's going to be hard. And I can tell you now, the path to change in a positive way is not easy. But it is so worth it. You know, you could stop caring about your body and eat whatever you want, and I don't want to go to the gym, and that's the easy way. But if you are disciplined and you start meal prepping or eating more healthy food options, less processed food, you know, it's hard. You have to fight your own cravings, your own human desire. It's hard. Sometimes you really just don't want to. But if you're disciplined and you push yourself, you're going to come to a point where you look back and you realize that all that effort was worth it. All that time that I pushed against myself and choose the road of discipline instead of the road of satisfaction, you're gonna say it was worth it. If you like the message in this video and you're ready to take the next step to growth, consider subscribing. This whole channel, we're gonna be taking these steps together. I have a long way to go, and come along with me and we're gonna get this done. I hope for you that in a year's time from now, you can look back and that you can be proud of yourself for the changes that you made in this year. 2023 is approaching soon, like 4 months. And that's gonna be the year, right? That's the year. And I know people say that every year, but this is gonna be the year. Alright, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.